If you're like me, you probably can't afford a new car, but you can afford a new key. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to swap your Mark IV Polo key over to a Mark VII Golf lookalike key in a few simple steps. Now, I picked up this Mark VII lookalike key from Temu and it cost me all in all with shipping 200 Rand.
Damn! Leave a like and subscribe.
Okay, so before we begin with anything, there's something very important I want you guys to note, and that is before you even add to cart the new key case, you should make sure that this LED and this LED is more or less in the same position, otherwise this isn't gonna work. And when I'm talking about LED, the little red light. Okay, now to swap keys is really simple. All you need to do is disassemble the original key, swap its internals over to the new key, and then reassemble the new key, and Bob's your uncle. Simple as that. Okay, so for step 1, we need to disassemble the old key. And to do so, we need to separate these two halves. As you can see, there's a seam here. This line over here and this line over here. You're going to open the key. We're going to flip it like this. We're going to take a tiny screw. We're going to place it in here so that we can have grip. And once we have grip, we're just going to pull it apart like so. And Bob is your uncle. Anyways, we're going to start with this top part because I want to get the transponder that's in here to soak in a bit of nail varnish remover. The varnish remover does its job and it's easier to remove the transponder. Okay, so to get the transponder, well, not out yet, but to get to the transponder, you're going to use the same screw that you used previously to separate the two halves, a Phillips head, and you're going to undo this little screw. There we go. Put this somewhere safe. And then we are simply going to separate it. Be careful when you separate it, there is a spring in here that you do need in case you want to go back and use your old key once more. There is a transponder. You see? Now you don't want to go in here with a screwdriver, sorry. Because you are going to damage this. It is made of glass. Sorry, I don't know why I'm talking so weird. I'm not used to this. It's been 8 months. Let's see. Okay, that's one drop. It's another drop. That's the last drop. Okay, so we'll put this to the side, and then we'll start working on the bottom half. Okay, so next up we have the second half. This half of the key has your battery in it, as well as the circuit board. So again, just separate the two halves. As you can see, there's a seam now through here, and there we go. Okay, it's coming. Almost. Oh, there we go. And just like that, you have the two halves separated. There's your battery. You're gonna need this for the new key, so put that to the side as well. And then using a little flat, just try and nicely pry it out. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the circuit board that is your key. Now, before we move on to the new key, we have to remove, put this away. We are looking for this, and right here what we're looking for is this part, the blade of the key. This is what goes in your ignition, and to remove it, there's a tiny little pin over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you should be able to. That pin over there needs to be removed. And to do so, I don't know if this will work, but I have this, which is what they use when you resize your watches. Just gonna screw this here. Going to place this like so. I hope it works. Can it go far enough is the question. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And then as I push it, it should remove the pin. Oh, nice. I love it when a plan comes together. And there's a pin out. Not all the way though. Give me a second. This tiny little flat. It's gonna fit. Yes, yes it is. There we go. Pin is out. Put that to the side as well. And then there you have your blade. The blade is now out. Okay, put all of that to one side. Now we can start with the new key. Real quick, before we get to the new key, I would just like to ask you guys to like and subscribe. This year we're trying to get to 5,000 subs. Okay, and here we have the new key case. It looks really nice. This is a replica, or like not a replica, not a like for like, but it's styled after the Mark 7 key. Flip up the key and then just pry the two sides apart. Such a struggle. I don't want to break anything. I think let me start with this. You know what? We're gonna start here first. No, it's not necessary. Let's just see. Maybe it helps it a bit. Just hope everything doesn't fly everywhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, that helped a bit. As you can see, your battery is gonna go in here. I'll show you what to do with that now. And then here, must be very careful because the spring is loaded. I'll show you how to load it. We do not need to take the buttons out. So we'll separate this, put it aside. Separate this. Also put that side. And yeah, let's start with the key itself, or the blade itself. I've got a tiny little Phillips here. Oh, fits like a glove. Oh, don't lose these. Make sure you put them somewhere safe. There we go. Once these are removed, this one should slide out. There we go. Now there's something I want to check here. It's a bit thicker. I hope it goes in. Let's see. I don't think it matters which way is up. No, Houston, we have a problem. It looks like we're gonna have to grind down this key a bit. Okay, so after a lot of struggling, I finally managed to get the original key looking like the new key. So first things first, I had to make sure they were the same length, which I mean more or less they are. I had to make sure they were the same thickness, side to side, again more or less, and then I had to make sure they were the same length, which also, you know, I kind of got right. There we go. But this is what I want to show you. So as you can see, this is the key that came with it. That's just like that. Well, here's our key, and it fits just like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and screw this back on so that this key can stay on, and then we'll move on to the next step. By the way, if you guys are wondering how I filed down the key, I just rubbed it against a cement block or concrete block, and it worked like a bomb. Well, at least I hope it did. We'll see now when we reassemble everything, but the screws are nice and tight. The key isn't going anywhere. Okay, that's one part done. Now let's see if we can get the transponder out. It's been soaking, and I'm gonna use one of these earbuds just to try and gently persuade it out. There we go. Is that not nice? Okay, so it is loose now. it is loose. So now we are going to transfer it to the new key, which is over there. This is your immobilizer or transponder. If you don't have this, if this is damaged, then your car won't start. So place that in there nicely. I'll use one of these again just to give it a nice snug fit. There we go. Put that to the side. Now let's do the battery swap. And that's the same thing, which stands to reason. I take this out and I put this in. It should look the same, right? Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe down the battery where I touched it. Okay, there we go. Battery is in. Transponder is in. We have this. We have this. Almost forgot the motherboard. And for the motherboard, it needs to sit over here. Okay, so after a bit of struggling, I figured out that the issue was in fact that little locating post. There it is. So I just broke that off and now it is sitting nice and flush and it works, as you can see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's working. It's working. It's working. We can start reassembling the whole thing. And we're going to start with this side. The reason why we're going to start with that side is because we need to put this in here first. Okay, now that that's in there, we can put this in. Go like that. Is that correct? Nope, it's wrong. We'll take this out. This has to sit nice. There we go. And then this goes in there. Okay. And then this goes like this. Alrighty. And then we take the new head, which is this one with the transponder in it. We line this up. Spring has to catch, and then once the spring catches, we are going to rotate. And then once we've rotated, we're going to snap it, and then we're just going to test it quickly. Is it because it's not strong enough? Let's see. Oh, rotated the wrong way, anti-clockwise. There we go. Okay. Now it's at this stage that I have to apologize. While recording the reassembly, my phone died and I didn't notice. My bad, guys. I'll do better in the next video. But here's some footage of me using the new key. Okay, so to show you guys that the key works, here is a Z key. Then we press the unlock button. It works. Lock button. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how that works. And then if we open the boot, Bob's your uncle. Okay, now let's go. Oh, that's it. Let's go start the car. Okay, so we're in the car now. Here's the key again. Flip that sucker up. In the ignition, foot on clutch, foot on brake. Turn it first, let everything set up, and then start it. And just like that, you have a brand new key.